In life, I make an assumption that there are no such thing as victims. They're only volunteers. Huh? No victims. Anything happen to you, hug it up and say thanks. If that's not true, when something bad happens, you call it bad luck, right? Then when something good happens, is what? So where you come in then? In between. You have to take responsibility. There's this thing called destiny. You heard her use the word earlier.
I want to rule my destiny. Yeah. I want to rule my destiny. Whoa.
Now, your history doesn't have to define your destiny. What's your history? Everything you did before you came here today. What's your destiny?
Everything we want to do.
Everything that after. Now, if on your way here this morning a dog almost bite you, and on your way home the dog bite you, whose fault is that? Exactly. Because you saw the dog this morning. If on your way here this morning you buck your foot on a stone, what happens when you're going back home? What are you going to do? Exactly. So that history and destiny don't have to be connected. Things can be separated.
I want to rule my destiny. Yeah. I want to rule my destiny.
So what we're saying, that destiny isn't chance. It's not chance. It's something that you can make happen. That's what this day is all about, to put you in the context. Now, I know who run things.
Would you like a chair?
That's right. You run things. Nobody can prevent you from learning if you want to learn. Huh? At the same time, nobody can make you learn if you don't want to learn. Reasonable? Because you run things. It's a thing called education. I think it's the only chance most of us have. The only chance. And the definition of education that I like is the one that says, education is the ability to make yourself do the things that you have to do when it ought to be done, whether you like it or not. Just imagine, we could show up on TV, but you have a test tomorrow. If you can turn off the TV, because what? You have an exam tomorrow. That's all education is about. Doing what ought to be done, when it ought to be done, whether you like it or not. That's what education is about. Life has some reality, and one of the things that we have come to recognize is that how far you're going to go in life is largely based on how far you go in school. So you can decide what you want to do. How far you go in life is determined by how far you go in school. Now, education has one purpose. It makes you trainable. But then training makes you employable. But it's attitude that makes you successful. So you can be educated and trained and nobody can talk to you. Wrong attitude. Your parents can't leave their status to you on them will. Whatever your parents have, them own that. Say, God bless the child who has his own. Parents can't leave it on the will for you. Your family name can get you in the door, but you have to earn the right to stay there. Because family connections and somebody knows somebody and knows somebody can get you. Sometimes it causes you trouble, you know. When my son at school, and if he get 90, the teacher wants to know, why you never get 100? Your father get 100. So he can work against you too. You have to earn the right. But there's a very interesting thing we have to come to grips with. I've done a lot of research over the last 30 years, and one of the things that we've identified, what the single best predictor of children's performance is what they bring from home. Parents and home influence your achievement 50%. Teacher account for 30%. So if parents and home not working, there are probably some of you who are doing well despite lack of assistance at home. Can you imagine you're getting assistance? If you're getting A, what you be getting? A, that's right, A plus. So any parents here? 1.5 or 2, all right, yeah. Right? So what you bring from home, that home thing is critical. The data shows us that. Huh? Some data from the UK tells us that children who have parents who are unskilled, manual labor background, there's an 80% probability of them not getting 5 or more GCE. On the other hand, parents who are professionals and managerial, that percentage dropped to 31%. So it's the same parents who are value education and so on, they drive their children. So you have to understand that. And make sure, I've seen situations in Jamaica years ago where parents who can't read and write check them children homework.
Yes.
And they look at it and they say, no, this don't look right. Do it over. But mama, it don't look right. Just the fact that they go and look at the homework. So understand that. There's a significant relationship between education and income. Professional degree, you see that? Doctoral degree, master's degree, bachelor's degree, high school diploma, no high school. Which one do you prefer? All right. You prefer the high school one? Right? So, the more education you have, it also triggers all kind of other things too. You have more opportunities, you're more secure in your job, even your life is better off. So you are on target. The question is what you go make sure you do with it. The more education you have, the lower your chance of becoming unemployed, the better health, the reduced crime rate in the society. Right? So understand the chances that you have. Jobs that require tertiary education, those jobs are growing much faster. Whole heap of those jobs. The ones that require less, well, less of those.